So hello everyone, Vocolution here with already part 14 of our video. Basically it's part 13.2 but we call it part 14. In the previous video we make a dynamic spawning of the tiles, and in this video we are basically making it further, so the tiles will be also more dynamic. We can change a lot of things in the tiles. So as you can see, we are running around and we have gaps between them. It's just a test I did, so it's not something you need to do, but you can see the difference between the two tiles. So we have gray ones and we have dark ones, so we have two types of asphalt. That's basically the biggest thing. Behind the screens we go really quick. You see here we have more different tiles. Basically these are children of our BP floor base. So the BP floor base is now having a lot of different types here. We have like, we can better show it in the floor tiles here. If you have the normal one, the spawning one, you see here, we can spawn the obstacles. We can uncheck obstacles if we don't want obstacles. We can make 2 rows of obstacles. We can make, if you have like 3 or 2, you can also make the distance, so 400, we make it 500. You see them bigger and bigger out of each other. See, now we have like, strange. Yeah, this is better. So you see them bigger, but this also means we have to change the end trigger and everything, but that's something we do later on. So basically, this is basically what we do now. We can also disable the coins. So there will not be coins spawning or no power-ups as well. So we can also make blank tiles. And basically that's what we're gonna do in this video. Also the biggest one. This tile is a normal tile, so the tile score will be 1. But maybe we have a tile with more difficulty in it, then you can add number 2, and that means when we are running and we are finishing the tile, instead of 1 point to the high score, we get 2 points to the high score. Or maybe if it's really hard tile, you make it 5 or 10, but don't make it too high, because then it will be too easy to get games. Or maybe you want big numbers in your game, that's possible. But that's basically for this video. So enjoy this video, and yeah, let's start into going and changing our construction script of our BP floor base. So let's dive into that one first. So let's start on our BP floor base. We select BP floor base, the one we already created long time ago in the content 0 game and blueprint folder. So you have this one. Then we go to the construction script here, and we're gonna edit this a bit. We're gonna make 3 booleans named obstacles, coins and power-ups. So we're gonna do that 3 times. Well, we can better do 1 at a time. New variable, we call this one obstacles with a question mark, and we put it in category also obstacles. So we select it like this, giving it its own category. We do duplicate the obstacles one, duplicate, and we call this one coins, and we give this one the coins category. So you see we have now 2 categories. We do the same thing again, we duplicate it, and we call this one power up, and also here power ups. Like this. And now what? We are in the construction script. So the BP floor base, here construction script, and we open it up. This is everything we are doing when the tile gets spawned. So what we are gonna do now is we are gonna edit this, because we want to be able to turn off certain parts. So maybe a tile will not have obstacles, maybe one tile will not have coins, or not having a power up. So what we're gonna do now is we take everything here, we drag it a bit out, more up as well. We deselect this one, and we drop obstacles in here. get obstacles, we make a branch, we connect it to the construction script like this, and if it's true, we want to be able to create obstacles. This one. Now we disconnect this one. Now we do coins. Are the coins selected? Is the tile getting want us to get coins? Again, a branch. Connect it to the false pin of the previous branch. And connect the spawn obstacles, the ones from the true pin of the branch here, back also to the branch, so we have like 2 ways. Basically the one is without the obstacles and one is with obstacles. And then we on the true pin here of the coins, we connect it to the spawn coins. These two, we should drag and drop it here, disconnect this one, and we do again the same thing, but now with PowerUP. Get PowerUP. Drag it here, yeah, like this. We drag it out, make a branch, and the condition this time is the PowerUP, like this. I think we can better do it like this because it's better. Looks more clean. Like this, and then put the PowerUP in front of it, something like this. Yes, yeah, here's not really that way. So from spawn coins we also want back to the branch, and now we select these two, and then from the true pin over here. So basically from every tile now, because this is the mother tile, we are not going to use the BP floor base anymore, but from every child tile we make out of it, we will be able to tick the option if we want them to spawn or not. So that's basically what we did right here. We make it an obstacle position. So if it's not checked, we are not spawning it. So that's part 1. Now we go and make some extra variables. Okay, we go first to the spawn obstacles. Create spawn points it is, but we are gonna change its name to let's say here we have coin spawn points. This one we make obstacle spawn point, so instead of create we make it obstacle like this, and we open it up because we're gonna change a few things. Right here we have the basic position of where the obstacle is spawned in the level. So when we go here we see our arrows. To make it better we are gonna delete the plane, we are not gonna need it anyway in this part. You have the arrows, yes, the red ones are the obstacle ones. So you see one here, really quick. And that's the first index. We promote this one to a variable. And we call this one first obstacle index. So first obstacle index. And here, so we click it and we click it again, so to be sure. We're gonna drop this one in the obstacles section, since it's an obstacle. And we are gonna do the same thing, but now with the last index. Promote to your variable again. Last obstacle index. This. Drag it here. Also put it in the obstacles part. Okay. Now we have basically the first where it starts, the first arrow and the last arrow. So if we go now, let's say right here we have everything on 1. We compile really quick, so we have a different, not gonna work right now. Yeah, one here and one here, and the obstacles are not ticked at this moment, so that's why we don't have any obstacles anymore. But as you can see, now we can turn the obstacles off and on. But we did something else as well. We have now our PowerUP. Yes, so not PowerUP, first and last index. You see it's 1, both is 1. But the first index is always 1, it's the middle. The last index is now 1, but we can also make it 2. Now you see we have 2 rows of them. Yeah? Bring it back to 1. We go back to the obstacle spawn points, and now we have the 400. It's basically the distance between the two. So yeah, we're gonna promote that one to a variable as well. And we're gonna make that one, what did I call it in my, oh yeah, obstacle distance. Like this, and also to the obstacle one, Yes. And compile. We go back to the viewport. We go to the last obstacle index. We make it now like a 3. Now you see we have 3 of them. Don't mind all the that it's passing through, because I'm just showing it now. We have now 3 indexes, 1, 2 and 3. We have also obstacle index, so it's now 400. If I make it like 200, watch what's happening with the arrows. They're closer by, so the obstacles will be closer by. If I place like 800, you see we have them more out of each other. Bring it back to 400 and the last obstacle index back to 1, because this is something we can play later on. But for now, with this level, we keep it like this. This is a standard procedure. So this is everything we did now for the obstacles one. Now we need to do the exact same thing, but for our coins and our power-ups. So we can close the obstacle spawn. And we open our coin spawn points. And basically we do the same thing. First index, promote to variable. And instead of obstacle, we make it now coin. First coin index. For us easier to find out. And here, as you can see, it was already 9. So here also coin. Since we have more coins in the level than obstacles. And the times is lower. So it's closer to each other. That means that we are spamming coins basically. But that we already know. So we promote this one as well. Coins. Distance, yeah, distance. And as you can see, I forget to put them all in the coins category. Because that's really important for later on if we are making children out of it. That it's easier to find out the proper, how do you say it? Category. So it's not all everywhere, it's all in one like this. You see variable and then you have everything like here. So you will be having coin and then everything here. So this one is also coins. Okay, we can close that one too. Power up we have to do now. So we open the power up one. And this we can close as well. This is finished. So we now opening the power up spawn points. And again we do the same thing. First index, promote to variable. First power up index. And then category power up. Same with the last index. Power up. And then category power up. And there as well. Right now we only have one power up. And we are not using it like this, since we are counting the tiles, but maybe later on we will change something in it and then we already have it properly set up. So we go back to power up, like this, yes. In the viewport, now you see only the obstacles. And if I'm correct, yeah, look. If I select now the floor base, you can see obstacles, check. Yeah. And for the coins you only see this because I didn't compile yet. Now I compile and now you see everything here. So obstacles can be turned on and off. Same with the coins. And then you can also do like this and like 20. And then you see it like that. And then 100, 1000. You see, and then you have a lot of them. So 35 and that was 9. And it's the same with the power up, but the power up is counting, so you will not see it in the screen here. I uncheck everything by default. We did that part. Oh yeah, and another really brilliant part, well brilliant, something I was thinking of later on. It's something when I was trying everything out, if it was working, I came out with the genius idea that maybe sometimes some tiles are more difficult than others. That means it should not give us only 1 point, but maybe 10 points or 5 points, no matter what. And it will be nice that you will be able to change that on the tile. So we go back to the event graph of the floor base. And here we have our current score, and you see I make a small thing here. Can be possible that it looks different now than you guys did before, because I mixed up two projects with each other. They are doing all the same thing, but maybe the notes are in a different position, maybe like this, or so. If it looks a bit strange, sorry for that, but it's basically, if you can see where it is, then you can find it as well. So if you have the set current score part, the section, you have here the part where we calculate our extra point for the tile. Well, this is 1 point, but maybe we want difficult tiles to be 2 points or 3, you name it. So that will be making this one a variable as well. So we make this one promote to a variable, and we call this one tile score. Yeah. And we put it in a category, and we name that category tile settings. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? Not writing down. Tile settings. Maybe there will be more settings to the tiles, because basically obstacles, coins, and PowerUP are also tile settings, but we cannot make a category in a category as far as I know, so I do it this way. And since tile score is not able for obstacles, coins, or power-ups, we make another one like tile settings. So now we can compile and save everything. And now our tile looks really empty. That doesn't matter. Let's really check if I have everything correct right now. So we finished our BP floor base. We can close it. We go to our content browser. And as I said in the previous video, make a folder with floor tiles. Probably you guys already make a floor tile because I told you guys so, but since I say this is a new project, some things are missing. So I make a new floor tile. It's really easy to make a really floor tile. Previously we right clicked on the, here's my other floor tile. But previously on the floor base we right click and create a parent child, but you can also do it a different way. You go to the floor tile folder, and right click here, blueprint class, and write down here BP underscore floor base, and then you already see our BP floor base. You can select it, and we call this one BP underscore straight underscore M underscore 1. And the reason why is because it's a blueprint, of course. The tile will be a straight one, nothing strange with it, only straightforward. The M will be for main. Maybe something will change, that we have a game, how do you call it? Game state with futuristic design. Then you can call it F, like futuristic, but this is main. And the one behind it will be, it's a tile 1. Maybe we will have like 10 different straight tiles, all in the same theme, but all different props in it, so maybe they look different. Maybe one is having a lamp post in it, you never know. And that's why we make it 1, so the 1 will be different from 2, of course. So we open it up, and you see basically all what we did in the previous video. Basically it looks the same right now as the BP floor base, but this is the child of it. As you can see here, we have everything here we want. So the first thing we do is we go to the content drawer, we go to FAP, give it some time to load up, and as soon as the FAP store is loaded, we write down here in the search bar Quixel. You can also download it from the FAP store in the description, since I also put the link in it, just to be sure for you guys to find it quickly. And as soon as we have Quixel here, we search publishers, and then we click Quixel, and then environments, and we search for the, you can basically select all of them, so most of them are free. Be sure before you want to distribute the game to be sure that you're allowed to check all the terms and agreements, but for the tutorial it's not a problem. So we select the roadside construction. I already have it, but you can add it to the project, or you add it to your document and then add it to your project. So I do the add to project. Since this is for engine 5.4 and we are having 5.5, you get this message. We just select 5.4 because it will be working anyway for this project. We add to project and then you get this loading bar. As you can see, this can take a while. So for now I pause the video and I come back when it's full, but be sure that it's completely finished before going further in this tutorial, otherwise it's not gonna work the way you want. So as soon as it's loaded, you get to this screen. So we go back to the BP straight M1 and we're gonna add a plane, this one, and let's make it a floor. And here we're gonna search for really quick, we're gonna search for mi underscore urb underscore ROA for road underscore asphalt, and then 01, this one. And you see it's really small. We're gonna make it 10 in all axis like this, and we put this one to 400, this, and also select this straight part, and you can see here it's runner tile 1. So this tile will only spawn in that game state. So that's good for us to know. We want our obstacles to spawn, we want our coins to spawn, and we want our power-ups to spawn. Our tile score, we keep it on 1. It's the same for every other thing, we can change it later on. The floor itself is a good position, but the end point and the end trigger needs to go to 1000 instead of 900. So we do like this, compile and save. That's part 1. What we're gonna do now is we go out of this one, so we close the BP straight, go to the content browser, and then basically to our blueprints folder, so games, blueprints, floor tiles, and we have now our BP straight underscore M underscore 1. We're gonna duplicate that one and we call it M2. And the reason why is I want to show you guys the difference between the game stage. So we open this one up and we select the floor. And we are gonna change the this here to, let's say, street 01. So let's street here. This one, street. So you see it's a complete different tile. Compile and save. And let's check really quick if I did everything. Oh no, not yet. Now the important part comes, because BP straight M1 is tile state 1. We want this one to spawn in run tile state 2. So we select 2. Everything else is already checked on because we copied it from the previous one. We compile and save everything. We go to our content browser. We go to our games, maps, and we load up our runner map. And as soon as it's loaded, we go to our BP floor spawner. And you see here runner tile v2. Yes, so this can now be like this. Here we have the index and change it to M2. We do the same thing for runner tile 1, but here it must be runner tile 1. And let's explain a little bit what's happening here. So the minimum tiles of spawned is 5 and the maximum is 10. You can make it as big as you want. That doesn't really matter. But the change will be that it will take longer or shorter to change between this one and this one. The starting tile and ending tile. So if you have like a part where you want to swim, maybe we make it later on in the video, but maybe we have a part of swim that you need to swim around obstacles. You can, eh? Then the starting one will be from walking state to swimming state. So there will be water and you're walking in the water and then you swim. So you have a part where the water meets the street. That can be our starting tile. But it's also working the other way around. In the end you walk out of the water, then you have an ending tile. So basically you can make a start and end, maybe a crossroads on the end of tile 2 to make it more realistic that we are now on a different kind of tile. It's the same with this one, and the starting tile you can do 1 or 2. You see we have straight tile here, but we are not going to use it, we are going to delete it. I select M1. It's basically the starting tile will be the tile that only will be appearing once, and that's on the start. So you can make a starting line or something like that, and then a guy with a gun to shoot when you can go running. You can make it as big as you want. But that's basically what we did now. So we make two different tiles. What I was saying, and two different running stage. And basically now when we press play, if I'm correctly, and I'm not, we need to save everything. Try again. So I was having a small problem. As you can see here, I was busy with this. I did this. I changed the minimum and maximum spawn tiles a bit to find out the problem. And this is basically how important it is to uncheck everything, because I was having a starting tile here, but I forgot one thing, and that is adding here on V1, this is the first one that get loaded. I only added the floor base, but the floor base right now is an empty tile. So we need to select M1, save and play, and now you can see we have our tiles. Everything is working the way it was before, only now we have a different floor. And as long as we run, you see it already in the distance, our floor tiles changed color. And there it changed again. And it's like a random change between the tiles we selected. As you can see here also, it's a different PowerUP, and also we have the debugging. This will not happen in the next video because I mixed the two things up, what I was saying already. But for you guys, there's nothing different on it. So now we have two different tiles, and different colors, and they're changing dynamically. Yeah, I'm gonna change something really quick to make it a little bit more interesting. We go to the game, the blueprints. I'm really going to do it quickly. Let's duplicate the M1. We duplicate it, and we name it. Instead of straight, we name it a jump. Since we don't have really a big jump thing, main one like this, open it up. And for this one, I want it to be a jump obstacle. So I don't really want much obstacles. Or maybe, yeah, we can do it like this. Yeah, we can do it like this. We duplicate it, and we make it like, I don't know if we can make it from this. Let's check. 400, and then this is 900, I think it is. So no, 1000. So it's so we already added another tile. We select the end trigger and end point, and we change the location to 23,000, 2300, like this. So it's the same gap, but there's also a gap between them now. And yeah, right now we have our end trigger and end trigger. We have our obstacles. I think the obstacles one with this is not so good. So we do without obstacles. What we can do basically is put obstacles in here manually to make it more dynamic. You can also do like a child actor component. So here, child actor, and make it obstacle. And here we make it slider, and we want it to be somewhere here, and we duplicate it for obstacle 2, and we move it somewhere here. Be sure to keep in mind that we also have our lane position. So if you want to be sure if it's the correct lane position, we need to it's 350, so it's like this, 350. So we have that. Yeah, we can change the coins and everything as well, but I think it's best to keep it like this, just for you guys. No, we can do that like this. 20, 25, 30. That's too big. 28. 6. Look, this is basically what it is. Playing with everything here. Okay, we compile. So we have now jump 1, and make sure it's in 1, so we run a tile 1. Oh, here we have to run a lane positions, you see? 325. So this obstacle needs to be 325. This is the perfect spot. So the obstacle for the lane position, you can find it in jump underscore in the self, and then here in the lane position. You can also edit it from here, so if you want different lane positions, but keep in mind our character is also providing the lane position, so if you change them here, then the character might not be able to pass through them. But that's something we add on later. So for now we have our jump obstacle, compile and save. We go back to our runner. And it's a 0, 1, so it's a runner tile 1. So we go here, in the random span tiles, we add another one, and we select here the M1 jump. We go save, we're gonna press play, and as you can see already, it's spawning a new kind of tile. And this one we need to jump over, because if we do not, we fall. We don't have a death function yet, so for falling, so that's something we need to change later on. But right now we are able to run like this. Oh, we are busy now anyway. So we make a different tile. We have this. We make another box collision. Fall. Death. Fall there. Like this. Let's put it here. I think this is the middle. Yes. 5. Make it 4. No, we can make it 5. We can make it 5, but not in all axes. Like this, 5, and then like 1. Needs to be small. Needs to be wider, like 10. No, not that one. 5. 5, come on. This one needs to be 10. 5. It doesn't really matter how big you make it, but we need to make it low, like this. Since we don't want to be able to hit it when we pass over it. So when we do this, we have this fall dead. We go to begin overlap, component, other actor, cast to BP underscore runner character, and if we do death function, if I did it now correctly really quick, if we run now, and if we fall down now, we are dead. I see we have one more thing to do with the jump function. We select everything here. So the floor, the floor, and then the end trigger and end point. We move them a little bit more out. I think this is it. And now our fall death needs to be, let's say 7. More in the middle, so it's actually triggering. Compile and save. We check it again. If we can still make it. Yeah, we can. And now we actually fall under it. Yeah, of course, this is just an example of a jump tile. You can make it as fun as you want. You can also make a part of the map. This part is walkable and this one is not walkable, that you fall down like this. But this is basically a setup how I want to explain you guys how it's working. So that's a good thing. That's basically all for today's video. So yeah, we are now having our fully dynamic tiles. Next stop will be dynamical, so how do you say it? Obstacles, sorry. So now we have like 2 obstacles, but I want them to be able that you select it, that you add an obstacle, like you have the part here. When you have obstacles, I want below this, I want to be able to select which obstacles this particular tile is able to spawn and what the percentage is of that it spawns. It's the same with coins and power-ups. Maybe I'm gonna remove the PowerUp function and put it within coins, but then we have a percentage of how much the PowerUp will spawn instead of coins, but that will be something later on. For now, I hope you guys enjoyed our video, my video. Feel free to subscribe, and yeah, join my Discord. Basically, that's the biggest one. Join my Discord. I want to see you guys, the games you made, and maybe if you have a question, you can ask it over there. Yeah, I'm really curious on how you guys handle the game and what you are making. So yeah, thanks again. Thanks for watching, and thumbs up. Leave a description, a reply, and yeah, till next video. Bye bye.